What is up, Fisher people? It's a windy one. Yeah. Late August. Super windy day. And I got one jig and wrap fish up really shallow. I got the boat in 21 feet, throwing up on top of a hump. And that one crushed it. I'm guessing at most 15 feet, maybe 10 or 12, which is awesome for August. But you get some wind blowing like this, you'll get those fish pushing up there. I really hope there's more of them up there. I don't know how much time I have until it gets windy enough to push me out of here, but I hope that's not the last fish of the day. Oh yeah. Now we're doing it. Seriously? Seriously, back-to-back casts? Are you kidding me? There was a contest for the smallest of every species in the lake. I'd be winning. So, we've made a lot of videos this year. We've made some good videos, caught a lot of fish. Hopefully helpful stuff. But, haven't gotten a lot of tanks on film this year. So I'm kind of on a mission to catch some bigger fish, catch some overs, get some over 20 stuff. I made an attempt at that yesterday. It started off somewhat promising, but then it turned into a circus with the wind, and I got blown off all the spots that I wanted to fish. The spots I was forced into fishing didn't really have much other than small ones, so yesterday was kind of a bust. Today is the opposite. As you can see, there's no wind whatsoever. And I'm seeing plenty of fish here on the spots that I'm looking, but they almost kind of have that feel of we fed really good the last 2 days in the wind. Now that it's calm, we're gonna take a morning off. I got a bouncer and a crawler down there, and at some point I'm probably gonna get out some cranks and put on some miles too. I just wanna catch some bigger fish. And if I'm in a spot where I'm catching fish, catching a lot of them, but they're 15, 16, 17 inches, I'm just gonna keep moving. I want overs. That's what I want. It is September 1st now, just after 11 o'clock, and this is my first bite by something other than a goldeye today. It's been a grind out here, but that's a decent fish. On the reef runner from 6-Pack Craig. Still not my over, but a nice one for the first one. It's supposed to be almost 100 degrees today on September 1st. Not ideal. Nevertheless, is today the day? We just need one. We just need one good bite. One porker. That's all I'm after. It's been quite the tough bite today. I did have one more small fish that I didn't even bother showing on camera, but this feels better. This has a chance of being an over. That looks like a bigger walleye. That is a bigger walleye. Come on. Stay pinned. It's a nice fish. I think it's 20. Not a super pig, but it's a good fish. Oh, and I got a double. Oh, goodness. Did he get off? Nope. This fish is suspended out in the middle of nowhere. I don't even know if it's a walleye. I was just drifting off so I wasn't too shallow. I think that little fish came off. It did come off. One hook in the corner of the mouth. That close. There is a better representation. That is a 22-inch walleye. Not a super tank, but a nice fish up to 28 feet of water. Well, we accomplished the goal to some extent. We got an over, we kept it under 30 feet, and we successfully released the fish. That's not easy to do on a 97-degree day, September 1st. And I'm seeing just piles of fish in 45 feet of water all over the place. So if I was fishing for keeping, that's probably where I'd be. Jig wrapping, maybe pulling bouncers down there. That's a lot of lead core. That's a better snap weight situation, but it's tough to get them under 30 feet right now. And 28 is still kind of, over 25 I think is kind of what they recommend, that they might not make it. At 28 feet, I'm gonna make a judgment call. If they look like they're good, that fish did, I'm gonna throw it back. I got it back, it dove down, so I don't wanna catch more than 5 fish in that depth. If I were to catch and release 5 fish, I'd say, you know what, in case they do die, that's my limit, I'm done. I got 3 so far. That's the lure right there that got the 22-incher. Orange belly, blue top, thin, smelty body. Fishing for these bigger fish can be a totally different ball game, as opposed to driving around looking for numbers and getting a lot of action. I think sometimes doing as much guiding as I do, you get into the guide mindset and you're just looking for fish, looking for numbers, looking for bites. It's weird, like when you get on a pack of biting fish, you want to stay on those fish. Like, I'm on fish, but sometimes it's not the right ones. If you're really looking for bigger ones, you might have to leave that spot and keep looking for something else, and that's kind of hard to do sometimes, especially later in the year like this. Like early spring, they're kind of all up shallow. You can kind of get in the same places, but this time of year, you might find the bigger ones up surprisingly shallow, chasing bigger meals, and you might find them surprisingly deep. I think there's a lot of big fish right now in 50, 60, 70 feet of water. So I'm just hoping to catch one sneaking up out of that depth, looking for something on the shallower ledge. So I wanted to see if I could catch a jigging wrap fish. And I got the old hot steel, which is pretty much the same color that was working for the crankbaits. And this doesn't feel small. This doesn't feel small at all. Oh, he came up so high there. Oh, that was spooky. Holy cow, buddy. Holy cow. I thought I lost him for a second there, to be honest with you. I thought I lost him. He ran so crazily. Oh, because he's partially side hooked. It's a good fish though. 18 and a half. Hooked in the side. Gonzo. Fooled by so many side hook jigging wrap fish this year that turn out to be not big fish. And I was just gonna say, why can't one of them turn out to be an actual 9-pounder? This isn't 9 pounds, but he hit it on command. That was kind of fun. Why can't one of them turn out to be 17 inches and bite a jigging wrap while I'm talking? And I don't know if it's just dumb luck. 26 feet, nice. I don't know if it's just dumb luck or the way the bite's going, but I don't understand why in the calmer afternoon time I'm catching fish better than I was when we had a beautiful chop going early in the morning. That doesn't make any sense. And I've noticed that a lot of days lately. You'd think on these hot, like maybe if you got out right at sunrise. I haven't been out right at sunrise. Okay. Maybe that bite would be good, but like I do better 10 to 2 than I do at, 8 to 10. Just so weird. One more for the road. Oh, he got off. You suck. You rotten fish. All right, it's hot. Tell you what, my pickup wants to tell you what. Searching for big fish is not easy, especially this time of year, late August, now 1st of September. Especially when you're trying to catch them under 30 feet where you feel like you got a good shot at releasing them. I have a lot of respect for full-time tournament anglers, especially the guys that can do it consistently and consistently place and win. And it's not always looking for schools of fish. You're kind of looking for one-offs. Like maybe you get lucky and you get a pot of big ones, but kind of looking for something random. And that 22-incher I got today was pulling a random area, and I don't know that I really marked a fish anywhere when I caught that one. And that's been my experience, especially this season with bigger fish, is I haven't gotten more than one in the spot. It's just kind of, it seems random. I would like to make it less random, I think, is the whole purpose and goal of this little expedition for these few days in this video. If I want to target big fish, can I call the shot and make it happen, so to speak? And I've had plenty of good big fish days, don't get me wrong, but it's hard when that's your focus. So it just is what it is. Hopefully we can get a big one yet to tack onto this video though. There's something about a big fish. It's just different. Just gets my heart going. It's September 2nd. I'm in the same place I started the beginning of this video, in similar conditions, once again windy. Instead of a jig and wrap, I got a jig and a minnow. And I caught the first fish that I graphed, 26 feet with a jig and a minnow. First jig and a minnow fish since June sometime, but he gulped it. Sometimes late summer, before you get into the fall, you can get into a minnow bite again, and you don't necessarily have to have the crawler. So I want to see if that pays dividends today beyond the one fish, maybe even a bigger fish. Is today the day? Do we score a tanker today? There's a jigging wrap fish, up fairly shallow. I don't think it's massive. No, just a nice fish hooked in the chin. Jig and minnow, jig and wrap. Two fish. 26 feet and something less than that. Another jig and wrap fish. Just decent fish, but not big. That's 3 casts in a row now, but just not finding the size. Oh, is there a big one here? Plenty of wind. Another jig and wrap fish. Feels like another eater. Unless it's gonna shock me and surprise me. Oh, perfect release. Tell you what, this wind is really starting to get on my nerves. I got a fish on the bottom bouncer and crawler situation here. A little bit of everything. More of the same fish though. 17, 18 inches. So many of these in the lake. So many. Great thing for guiding. Very appreciative in that aspect. I switched over to lead core when that wind got more out of hand, and it took a long time, but I finally hooked up with a walleye here. More of the same, but it's in. Marked a pretty big pot of fish here and spot locked above them and tossed the jig and wrap. 16, 17 inches. More the same, more the same. We can catch fish. We can catch them. And they're biting them. The jig and wrap bite is really getting good today. I'm feeling them rattle it either on the drop or right after it sits on the bottom, and then bit-a-dink, and then you hammer it. 28 feet of water. I just don't know how many big fish are in 28 feet right now. Hog hunting is tough right now. Catching fish is fun though. The goal isn't just any fish. Well, it is dark. It's Labor Day, September 5th. So this is about to be the end of this video. And since it's gonna be 95 degrees today, I'm getting out, obviously, very early to try to get some nice fish up shallow for one more go. Whew. Good morning from Lake Sakakawea. We're here. We beat the sun to our first spot. I'm gonna try to get on some early morning jig and wrap fish right out the gate, maybe some shallow ones. Got the wind pushed into this shelf just beautifully. A few fish on the graph in 25, and I saw some pods of fish up shallower. I don't know what kind they are, but I'm either gonna work that 20, 25, or pitch up shallow and see what we got. Last day of this little dog days expedition. I think after Labor Day, you can't really count it as summer anymore. I don't know when the official end of summer is, but I gotta move on and do some other videos too. This is kind of a long video project, but it just, I don't know, felt like something I wanted to do. Now we're just getting up really early to see what we can do with an early morning bite. Hopefully I picked a spot that has some fish. There's the sun coming up. Saw a pot of fish on side imaging there, probably an 18 to 20 feet. Threw out at him and hit its second pop. Second pop just crushed it. Feels like a decent fish. Good starter fish anyway. Good starter fish. Fun when you see fish on side imaging, throw it, get them to hit it right away. And Craig custom jig and wrap there. 6-packer. Oh, spicy. And I know they're biting now, so that's a good sign. I like it when I can tell that they're gonna bite. I'm gonna go right back there. Hopefully there's bigger fish in the pod. The 25-foot fish didn't bite, but that shallow fish did. If they're shallow in the morning, there's gotta be a reason. That got me amped up a little bit. Watching the sunrise and getting popped by a shallow walleye. I dig that. Took a little while to get number 2, but this feels like a decent fish. Again, casting out shallow. Okay. 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 Now he's serious. Now he's serious. Now he's serious. Holy cow. Holy cow. Now he's serious, isn't he? Angry fish. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. That's a good walleye. That's a good walleye. That's an over. Come on. Stay buttoned. Stay buttoned. Come on. Come on. Come on. Holy cow, the fight in you. Wow. Wow. Heart's racing a little bit now. Yes! 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 Right there is everything this video is about right there. And we had to get up so early to do it. So early. Oh, baby. That made everything worthwhile today. Up nice and shallow. And he's gonna release nice and easily. That's what this video is about. Three days. 4 days, sorry. 4 days of an absolute grind. Just trying to get the right fish. Some bigger fish. That's a good one right there. The day's young, it's only 8 o'clock. I know that's not like a 12-pound monster, but for this time of year, Late August, early September, 90 to 95 degree days. It is not easy to catch those fish, especially shallow. That one was in 18 to 20 feet of water on a jigging route. I've only caught 2 fish in the first 45 minutes, hour of fishing, but that made the whole morning worth it right there. And I had seen another, what I thought was a big mark underneath the boat, and I was just about to haul it in and drop it straight down, and then that one just slammed it. Thank goodness I kept it out there for that cast. This feels like another good fish. It really does. This one's out a little deeper in 24 feet of water. Got it vertically behind the boat. Oh yeah, that's another good fish. That's another really good fish. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Just really feisty, not as big as I thought. Really nice fish though. Not hooked very well. Not a bad backup to the last one though. This is a good fish. This is a really good fish. As you can see, we lost our wind. So the bite kind of petered out, except for this one. Don't know what this is, but it's a good fish. Come on, girl. Oh yeah, good walleye. Good walleye. Nice. Another good one right there. Another fat stud walleye. Right at 20 inches. Look at how perky that fin is. I love that. Well, per the plan, we switched over to lead core here. After the bite got a little tough. And we got a nice, that is not a flippable walleye, but it looked like it was hooked really good. And it was. That's another nice overfish at 21.5. What a day. What a day. He's got a little scar on his gill. What a pretty fish. Bye-bye. One on the blue chrome Smithwick. I think that's gonna do it. It's 11:30. The 20, 21.5, and the 24 today. That's what we were going for the whole time. It took a little longer than I hoped and a little longer than I thought. Getting up early definitely helped, and even got one here at 1:30 or 11:30, sorry. So I was on a bit of a mission and I feel really accomplished. It is tough to catch those big fish this time of year. We had to do a little bit of everything, go a little bit of everywhere. It feels good. So hopefully you liked this video. If you did, please hit the button to say so. Think about subscribing to the channel and maybe even think about supporting on Patreon. I really appreciate all of that. And now that it's September, I can't wait to get a really good fall bite going. It's gonna be a little while. We're gonna be in this transition mode for some time, but pretty soon it's gonna be fall hog time and it's gonna be awesome. This is only a prelude to that. So thanks again for watching. We'll see you later, fisher people.